Hey Doobs, how we doing? Welcome back. It's been so long since I've been able to stream. I've been in the process of moving, and of course I still have a lot of kinks to work out. Feels a little echoey in here, but I really just wanted to come back, say hi. Full disclosure, we're not playing Devil May Cry. I just really like to have some awesome video game tunes in the background as we catch up, go over the video game news, and I'll fix out everything later. Yeah, it really feels a little echoey right now, but I'm kind of working with a little ghetto setup. But hope you're all having a great day. Thank you for bearing with me here. Man, moving is quite the trip, but hopefully I'll have some awesome background. I'm going to display my collector's editions, and definitely want to catch you up on future streams that we're going to be having and going on here. But yeah, really just want to get right to it here. Thank you so much. Yeah, looks like we're getting there. Yes, we are back. Thank you so much, man. Yep, looks like it was just a little latency there, but yeah, I got some awesome internet. We got 1,000 meg upload and download, so really hope everything just functions properly and we're going. And yeah, thank you so much, Doobs. The return of the Doob. I'm really excited to finally get going here. Hopefully my microphone is kind of you know, taking care of some of the reverberating noise we got going here. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for being super awesome. It's really good to see that again. But yeah, again, process of moving. But I really just wanted to get a catch-up video out, have the movie of the week, and let you know that I'm still going to be coming back. I'm still going to be streaming. We got a bunch of things coming up that I'll be going towards the end of the video here. But hope you're all having a great day. So let's just get right into it here. Let's kick off, of course, with your boy Doob here. We love movies. Sometimes we just got to take a little break with our little fingers to sit back, watch a movie. And I'm a 90s kid, and I didn't really start appreciating really good movies until kind of about the early to mid 2000s. And a movie that I always enjoyed watching, I love good time travel movies. You know, I want to give a huge shout out to Umbrella Academy Season 2 that just came out. Really good stuff. Can't wait to see what they do next. But I'm really into those Watchmen and, you know, just these kind of real life superhero type dealio things going on. So let's keep it going here. Yeah, of course, the movie of the week this week is The Butterfly Effect. This movie came out all the way back in 2004. Ashton Kutcher, he kind of is in the realm of Adam Sandler for me. He can really act when he wants to act, and just really put on a good show. And this is a kind of a time travel type situation here with, you know, kind of a different way of time traveling. It's not just using a time machine. He kind of writes things in his notepad and he can read them and go back and forth. I don't want to give too much about the movie here, but it has just really great themes of sometimes things are just meant to be, they want to be. Hey, what's up, Jer Bear? Thanks for checking me out, man. Just giving everyone an update here. But yeah, movie of the week is Butterfly Effect. If you're really into, you know, a thriller with a really good story that I'd say you really want to see through to the very end and just see how it all wraps up in one nice little bow. There's some great sequences here. I'd say it's an edge on your seat, you know, maybe even a psychological thriller. You really get to know these characters and how Ashton Kutcher really progresses through different timelines and different scenarios. And Amy Smart, man, I got a huge woman crush Wednesday on her. She's a great actress. You don't really see her a lot. I mean, and Ashton Kutcher has kind of been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff as well recently. But you know, Butterfly Effect, they did come out with a couple of shitty sequels that aren't very good. But the first Butterfly Effect, it has a great pen to pad on paper idea, no pun intended, with the story. But if you haven't seen the Butterfly Effect, I'd say give it a try. All these, you know, Doobisodes and these movie of the week recommendations, I don't put these out just all willy-nilly. Of course, these are movies that I recommend, but I'd say just really give it a chance because, you know, I really want to try and put out the best content. And maybe it's a little bit of an unpopular opinion here, but I'm a fan of the mid-2000 movies, like My Best Friend's Girl with Dane Cook, and I digress there. But yeah, Butterfly Effect is the movie of the week. So let's just get right into the gaming news here. Hope you're all having a great day. Make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe. We've gotten so many awesome fans while I've been gone, slowly joining the page, and I really appreciate the love and support during this moving process. It's man, moving is not fun, no matter if you got everything planned out or if you're just doing it the day before you got to move out. It's it's quite the ride. So yeah, let's get right into the gaming news here. But yeah, movie of the week, Butterfly Effect. Man, just seeing this poster really just warps me back in time to 2004, and I could not stop watching this movie. It's just a thrill ride, you know. So let's keep it going here. So yeah, we had a big news drop yesterday with, you know, the fight goes on with PlayStation and Microsoft and the Xbox, and what are we going to see at the end of the year here? And yeah, so we had a big news drop about Halo Infinite was officially delayed to 2021. And I don't know if you've seen the trailer that we saw on July 23rd, but you know, the game itself looked okay, and it looked like it was going to be running at 120 frames a second, or at least 60 FPS 4K, but the game didn't look super phenomenal. I think Microsoft really did drop the ball a little bit on their presentation. We saw some really cool games, you know, like Everwild and that other Skyrim type game from I'm dropping the ball here, I really can't remember, but we saw some really cool games on the July 23rd Xbox Games Showcase, and really the only gameplay we got was Halo Infinite. It looked okay. You've probably seen the memes with the brute gorilla face, everything going on there. But yeah, this game, 343 Studios is the one that's developing this game, and I think they just got enough backlash. I guess there is some internal problems right now with 343 Studios that might be halting development. Of course, you know, they put out a statement saying the state of the world and the whole pandemic is really halting production, and they really, you know, the regular stuff. They want to ensure this game comes out to the best ability possible, but you know, this whole war and this whole you know, console generation, it just feels like maybe some of the magic, for me at least, has been lost. I just, you know, I'm a nostalgic person, and I think back to Halo 1 and Halo 2 and really wanting to play these games. And I'm you know, I'm not a Sony pony. I'm primarily a PlayStation gamer, but you know, I love Gears of War, and I love stuff on Nintendo. I play Super Smash all the time with my homeboys and my homies. But something is just lost in the magic here with Halo. It really does look like it's really calling out to that audience of, you know, Halo 1 and Halo 2 with the colors, and I guess, you know, 343 put out a statement, or even Digital Foundry, if you really like to get the nitty-gritty of video games. The Digital Foundry kind of dissected the graphics and saying that it's mostly just less detailed, but the graphics are there. It's just a less detailed game to kind of appease to that Halo 1 aesthetic. Combat evolved, and yeah, if you watch the trailer, you can clearly see that. But this game officially got delayed to 2021, and this was originally going to be a launch title for the Xbox One Series X, and that just kind of puts the Xbox One Series X in a weird situation where what are we going to be playing on day one? Well, Microsoft also released a statement about what you'll actually be playing come, you know, November or holiday 2020. There is going to be plenty of games, you know, upgraded to, you know, just thousands of games that upgraded. Microsoft has taken the long, hard road of making a lot of backwards compatibility moves, and it looks like Sony's getting there a little bit as well too. But as far as what you're going to be playing day one with Xbox One Series X is going to be just a lot of older games, and I think that's really cool and all. It's really cool, but I think we just want to see the new stuff. We just really want to see something really weird happen there, but I think we just want to see the new stuff. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to move on and just see what the most powerful console apparently has to offer, and especially on day one. And we'll probably be getting some games here and there. But man, this is a big hit from Microsoft. It pretty much, you know, we know what we're getting from Sony. We're going to be getting SpiderMan Miles Morales on launch. Maybe the Demon Souls remake. It sounds like it's coming with a free you know, play robot game. Can't really, the Playroom robot guy. It sounds like we're getting a free game just to kind of see everything going on there. So it's really sad to see. I think that's going to really divert a lot of decision making if you're going to be purchasing the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox One Series X. And I'm sure a lot of rich people with a lot of money are going to be maybe getting both, but you know, it's a regular willy-nilly people like me, I'm only going to be getting one, and as you know me, I've decided it's going to be the PS5 a long time ago, especially with Miles Morales and just the IPs and the exclusives we've gotten, even recently. But I was just always really excited to see what Halo Infinite was going to be, and it looks like we are getting this kind of semi-open world classic Master Chief experience with a story and characters we care about. But they just kind of dropped the ball on the July 23rd presentation we had from the showcase, and it just really didn't deliver. And I guess 343 Studios is like, you know what, we're gonna delay this game till 2021. We're gonna polish it as much as we can. It sounded like the multiplayer wasn't even gonna be as ready that we were really looking for. So, but hey, I'm all for delaying a game. As Shigeru Miyamoto said, a delayed game can possibly be really good, but a rushed game will be bad forever. I mean, that just pretty much rings as true as it gets in my head. So I think 343 Studios is making a really good move here with delaying the game, just making it as good as possible, but it just really puts Microsoft and Xbox in a hard position. And speaking of Microsoft, Xbox, I guess they did officially unveil the Microsoft Xbox Series S, the slimmer, smaller console, to the Series X. PlayStation's got to have two consoles. Microsoft was going to have two consoles to kind of ease the wall a little bit and really just give a more custom experience if you're a hardcore gamer versus more of a casual gamer. And it sounds pretty much like what a PlayStation. It's going to be a discless version, kind of like what they did with the Xbox One S, where it's just the sad edition, as they called it, where it's just going to be all digital only downloads. And hey, I'm all for that. Let it ride, and let's just give the options to the consumer at a little bit of a reduced price. So we have two different Xboxes coming out now, apparently in holiday 2020. We have two PlayStations coming out holiday 2020. So I guess we'll just really have to see what the games are looking like, what the prices. I'm not saying Sony's dropping the ball a little bit too. They just recently, last week, had a game showcase, and it was really cool seeing the Crash Bandicoot 4 gameplay and the different mechanics going on there. We saw a couple other things. We saw some more about Bug Snacks. It was mostly a third-party developer kind of conference, just showcasing some stuff. And they ended on Greedfall, and I'm kind of really interested in this now branded slasher looter. We know all about the looter shooters, but this is a looter slasher. So I'm always more about the melee combat. I love shooting and, targeting and just blowing shit up. But I really at heart, I love just getting in there and getting a good beat 'em up and getting all Devil May Cry on their head ass. So really cool to see more of Greedfall. Looks like there's not going to be any microtransaction BS going on there. But I digress. It seems like at this point, we're just months away from the next generation. And Microsoft and Sony are just holding their dicks out, just trying to hold back on a price and a release date, because it's just a very intimate, and it's kind of the calm before the storm until we finally get these consoles, or at least the information on these next gen consoles. But apparently, just talking about PlayStation, apparently we are going to be getting pre-order details for the PS5 sometime this month. It was rumored to be last month, and now we're getting it supposedly this month. But if definitely not this month, we have to be getting something next month. I mean, we have to. People got to save up for these next-gen consoles. We got to, take care of our poor little wallets and purses. I mean, what are we going to do if they're going to announce the pre-orders and then the game comes out tomorrow and I have to choose between getting a PlayStation 5 and a banana to eat for lunch and dinner and breakfast? So I guess we'll see what's going on there. But we really got to start knowing, these next-gen details sooner than later. But again, I digress on that situation. I just want to give you all the kind of the tidbits of gaming news. But yeah, really sad that Halo Infinite is going to be delayed until 2021. But, I'm all for delaying a game. I'm all for that. If you know me, if you watch me, I'm all for delaying a game. And we're getting plenty this year that'll keep us occupied, especially maybe if you're getting a PlayStation with the SpiderMans and the Demon Souls and the what have yous. But hey, Microsoft, let's see it. If I can play Psychonauts and 120 FPS at 4K gaming. Sure, why not? Let's go for it. I mean, that's not really going to be the specs there, but yeah. So that's kind of the sad news on Halo Infinite, getting delayed till 2021. And so yeah, let's move on to something more recently exciting that we've had. Of course, I'm just going to bring up a big old picture for you guys and talk about it. Yeah, we had the whole Avengers SpiderMan exclusivity debacle, and people are pissed. People are pissed that SpiderMan, probably to be considered the biggest Marvel hero, is going to be an exclusive to Sony's consoles, and Xbox players and PC users aren't going to be able to play as Spider-Man on this really huge Square Enix Marvel release game. It's really, I guess, it sounds like, from what I've heard, it wasn't really a Crystal Dynamics decision. It was kind of more a Sony decision. I think we're getting somewhat of a, kind of like the legal battles that maybe we saw with Sony and Marvel, because Sony actually owns the rights to Spider-Man, where Marvel kind of just has to, suck off Sony a little bit to use Spider-Man in their movies and their video games. Of course, we got the Tom Holland Spider-Man finally getting introduced into the MCU, and that was really cool. It's really awesome when companies finally give us the light of day and do something fan servicey once, and not just, of course, at the end of the day, everything is just a business and it's all about money and dick sucking. But, we finally got that whole trip. And yeah, I mean, this is really cool that Spider-Man, I mean, hey, if you're on the Sony side of things, you're probably not complaining. But, as far as Marvel's Avengers as a whole goes, and as a game, the beta recently was released. I unfortunately was not able to play it. You had to pre-order it through the store. I'm getting the collector's edition shipped from GameStop, so I wasn't really able to try the beta. I've watched videos. I've seen the videos, and I know about the war table and kind of at least the layout and the setup of this game, and it looks really cool if you're into games like Destiny. And I guess this game is kind of being branded as a AAA mobile app game to a certain degree, I guess, is kind of the best way to describe this game currently. But yeah, you'll kind of be going into each individual missions. I guess from what I've heard, there's going to be two aspects to this game. I really kind of like how they've promoted the story, and there's going to be kind of a heartfelt progression with Kamala Khan, I believe, Miss Marvel, and kind of her story about reuniting the Avengers. And of course, we have Troy Baker and Nolan North and a bunch of other really awesome voice actors joining the cast of this game. So it looks like Square Enix is really going all out with the story. But as far as integrating Spider-Man, and Spider-Man isn't coming out till next year, by the way, so they really announced this early. To hype people up and to really, I guess, shift people to get Marvel's Avengers on the Sony console, or at least have more people buy that. But so it sounds like we're really, just kind of at a standstill, and people are talking that maybe Xbox and PC will get their own hero exclusive to their own systems. But I mean, who's bigger than Spider-Man? Who wouldn't want to play Spider-Man? Especially, I mean, it does kind of make sense that we did just get Marvel's Spider-Man exclusive on the PlayStation 4 console. And of course, they're just going to run with that for the next gen. But, it's just really, I guess, what it's being branded as. It's a unconsumer-friendly move. It's just not consumer-friendly. And at the end of the day, I've put up some posts, and I really want to see what people thought, especially people on the PlayStation side of things. And it's, even the PlayStation fans think this is a kind of a kick in the pants, and we're still going to have to pay, $20-$25 for not even story-related Spider-Man content. I'm sure we'll have maybe a cutscene or two with Spider-Man being introduced to the Avengers, but then other than that, it's just going to be another grindy slasher looter, I guess, that kind of what Greedfall started. It's just going to be, you're just going to play as Spider-Man. As far as gameplay, I don't think he's going to have a huge impact on the story when he comes out next year. Maybe they'll have some stuff, but this game still does look like it's gonna be kind of an interesting grind. I think even though it has no microtransactions per se, it's gonna be a huge grind, and maybe it won't even, how much do you really want to put in a game if you're just gonna be grinding things out? And I think, I've played Monster Hunter World, and I think that system works really well where it's not too much. You get online with your buddies, and that's really the big sell here for this Avengers game, is getting online with your buddies, picking an Avenger, and then just going all out and doing a mission. That sounds fucking awesome. But I guess you won't be able to play as the same Avenger. Everyone's going to have to choose different Avengers, and I guess that's just something to kind of increase replayability there. According to people who played the beta, it's really a mixed bag right now. I'm really excited. I wish I could have checked out the beta. But ho-hum, I'll be able to check out soon in my newly upgraded internet gaming studio that I got going on here. I'll fix the sound here. I'm going to have to make sure I check it out. But yeah, so it's just kind of interesting, this whole exclusivity world where I remember back in the day when Microsoft was the one getting all the exclusive deals with Call of Duty and, a bunch of different stuff going on there. So it's just really interesting to see what's going on there. But yeah, hopefully we're doing all well in the internet realm. Sorry, I was looks like I had a quick cut down of power there, maybe a little bit. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Avengers. Just a little bit about how the beta was progressing. Kind of a mixed bag there. And then just the whole backlash. People are just pissed about Spider-Man being exclusive because I guess this is kind of a big game. And then Spider-Man, being exclusive to PlayStation is kind of a big deal. I think a lot of people just feel ripped off and just feel ripped off in general. So it's kind of, I'm very pro-consumer. I'm very pro-gamer. I want everyone to be happy. It'd be cool if they announced, maybe Wolverine or Venom or something for Xbox, but just something to kind of make everyone happy. But maybe Microsoft has to work out that deal with Crystal Dynamics, who's ultimately developing the game. So I guess we'll see what's going on there. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but as we're talking about superheroes, and I'm a huge fighting game fanatic, so I have to talk about, we've gotten really slow rumblings of Injustice 3. This is just a cool picture from Injustice 2 case, but yeah, there was a somewhat leaked fan art image. I guess this guy who does a lot of fan art is kind of becoming more of a professional art. He did the art for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then of course that game was announced. We didn't know at the time that it was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but he had a video of him designing the box cover art for Assassin's Creed, or at least the promotional image. And he also just recently did one for Injustice 3, and it has the logos and everything on it. And it sounds like, there's, I guess, a DC fandom convention coming out. I guess Ed Boon is confirmed to be there, the creator and, the director of all the Injustice and Mortal Kombats and everything at NetherRealm, just in general. So it kind of just seems like the stars are all aligning on this one, and we very well could be getting an Injustice 3 type game here. Looks like we just got cut out on the internet for a second, so I want to make sure the Devil May Cry is still playing here. But yeah, so the stars are all kind of aligning on this Injustice 3, and I guess maybe there's kind of hints about adding Watchmen characters. Dr. Manhattan, I guess, has been really big in the comics, and kind of a DC overarching story. And I guess the font of the Injustice 3 kind of looks like the symbol of Dr. Manhattan, so we might be getting Rorschach and a bunch of just other really cool DC characters to really kind of come back with Injustice in a big way. We've always kind of had, Harley Quinn and Batman and Joker and just a bunch of, characters that I think expected to be in a fighting game, and with some cool DLC like in Injustice 2 we had Ninja Turtles and such characters like that. But it's really, really cool to kind of see characters we wouldn't really initially think of as DC, especially in the Watchmen universe. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for some Injustice 3 news. I just really wanted to give a quick update about that and just share some stuff. I don't want to take up too much of your time here. I know I keep saying that like a broken record, but yeah, dudes, this is really exciting to finally be back. I'm going to be streaming. I guess the Fall Guys is the free game on PlayStation this month. I do want to maybe give that a check out. We have Daymare 1998 that I really want to play for you guys and kind of do a boxing of the Black Edition there. And then I would love to just stream a whole bunch of little things until we get to these bigger games. I know we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater coming out. I hopefully will be getting the collector's edition to Destroy All Humans. Man, that's taken Target forever to ship, but I guess things are just shipping very slowly right now, given the state of the world and protests and all that good stuff. But just want to make sure I keep giving out content. Wanted to let you guys know I'm doing okay. I love you guys. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, we got other things in the bucket. We'll be definitely playing Avengers when that comes out. Of course, we have Cyberpunk on lock as well later in the year. We got some other smaller titles coming out later this year, like Remothered and the second episode to the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope, that I'll be streaming as well. There's just a bunch of stuff. And of course, we'll get to Doobie Classics. I'm going to be giving my final thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima. I finally played that game. Man, that game took forever to beat. That was a huge one there. A lot of content. You've probably decided if you wanted to get that game by now, but I definitely want to give my final thoughts on that, the final Doob thoughts going on. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much time. I just really wanted to get back, get in the streaming, get my voice going here. I don't have an RX Energy, but we're going to be drinking and slamming a bunch of Arizona RX Energy to get us through these long gaming sessions. And yeah, Doobs, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for chilling with me, catching up on the news. A lot of good stuff. Let me know what you think about Spider-Man being in Marvel's Avengers. Let me know what you think about Halo Infinite being delayed. Is it good? Is it bad? Is Microsoft in some hot water coming up on the horizon of next gen here? And just overall, let me know what you're playing. Let me know what you're checking out in the future. Let me know if you have a movie of the week you ever want to share, or a movie you just really like. This is kind of, primarily a gaming channel, but I love talking movies and what have you there. So yeah, dudes, it's fun to finally be back in the chair. We're slowly getting the setup. I'll have a bunch of things in the background to show you guys right now. It's just a blank wall of nothingness, but we're getting there, and we got the room. So hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much, and as always, we'll be right back.